Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is.
That was, of course, Steve Jobs teasing the audience back in 2007 before unveiling the real iPhone 10 years ago today. Apple has been improving the phone, releasing a new version every year, and now most of us cannot imagine a world without the revolutionary mobile computers. CNET's Editor-in-Chief Connie Guglielmo was in the room 10 years ago, and she joins me now to talk about a decade of iPhones. Good to see you, Connie.
Happy to join you.
All right, so give us a sense of how the iPhone has evolved, and more importantly, if there is an evolution in its future, because I'm holding here the iPhone 6 and the iPhone 7, and I don't think our viewers will be able to tell the difference between the two.
When Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone, it was a different world. Obviously, we were all using BlackBerries and maybe flip phones, and Apple was known as a computer company and basically the maker of the iPod. So they took a big risk at the time. Over the years, as you said, they've introduced new devices, almost one every single year. We expect a new one this year for their 10-year anniversary. And when it comes to design, well, people are expecting them to do something dramatically different this year, because as you've said, the past few versions kind of look the same.
And now, obviously, this device and others like it, other smartphones, have become a necessity in our lives.
Absolutely. At the time that Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone, it's important to remember two things. Number one, there were not a lot of phones that could even run the internet on your handset. So finally, you could actually go to the internet directly on your phone. Up until then, your phone was basically, if you had a BlackBerry, used for email. But it opened up the world of the internet to most people, which has changed a lot of things. It wasn't until a year later that the App Store came into being. A lot of people don't remember the original iPhone did not have the App Store. Steve Jobs did not want to open the iPhone to developers at first. It was a year later. And then the App Store really changed a lot of things because we weren't relying on Apple for innovation. You know, now there's an app for everything, and we're at, over 2 million apps. It's the all-in-one device, and now that it controls your home, smart home apps, your car, music, it really has become the remote control for our lives.
It happened 10 years ago today. CNET Editor-in-Chief Connie Guglielmo. Thank you so much, Connie, as always.
My pleasure.